Chromium picolinate. Chromium picolinate. Chromium, III. Picolinate is a chemical blend sold as a sports supplement to increase strength, muscle growth, and reduce subcutaneous fat. Chromium picolinate has a bright red color, produced by oxidation of chromium with picolinic acid. Picolinic acid is a naturally occurring derivative of the amino acid tryptophan. According to the manufacturer, it facilitates the absorption of chromium. The biological role of chromium is that this element is involved in the utilization of glucose by insulin and is required in extremely small quantities. There is also evidence that chromium picolinate prevents depression. 1. Chromium picolinate in sports nutrition. There is no biochemical reason to believe that chromium picolinate is necessary for the human body in the form of additional supplements. Modern man does not lack chrome. 2. Studies conducted in 2003 and 2005 showed that chromium picolinate helps reduce appetite in patients with atypical depression. In particular, reduces the need for fatty and carbohydrate foods. 3. Thus, the use of chromium picolinate has become widespread in sports nutrition. In addition, the claims that this supplement increases muscle mass and reduces fat stores are based on the unpublished results of 2 unsupervised studies. These results were presented by Evans in his survey article. 4. The advertising for chromium picolinate is based on unsubstantiated claims in a massive marketing campaign by nutritional supplement company Nutrition 21 and their consultant chemist Gary Evans, PhD and creator of chromium picolinate. However, several studies that followed in the wake of this demonstrated the complete ineffectiveness of chromium picolinate. In the athletes taking it, there was no change in weight, there was no decrease in fat reserves or muscle gain. 5. Information that chromium picolinate helps to reduce insulin resistance in diabetic patients and healthy people has also not been confirmed. A meta-analysis of the data showed that chromium picolinate supplementation has nothing to do with glucose utilization in both sick and healthy people. Ref. Althus MD, Jordan and E. Luddington A. Wiltz JT, July 1, 2002. Ref. In November 1996, the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, ordered Nutrition 21 and 2 other companies not to make unproven claims about weight loss and health benefits from chromium picolinate. See FTC 1996. The FTC has indicted these companies for not being able to back up their many claims about their supplements, that they reduce body fat, increase muscle mass and energy. The FTC also stressed that companies falsely claim that the benefits of chromium picolinate have been proven by numerous scientific studies. The FTC prohibited companies from making controversial statements that were not supported by reliable research. Nutrition 21 was required to notify distributors of the FTC allegations and stop using promotional material that contained controversial statements. In addition, according to the FTC decision, impact on health edit. In addition to the complete ineffectiveness of chromium picolinate, there is evidence that this substance can cause cancer and kidney pathology. Chromium picolinate is still poorly understood and carries the risk of the many potential health hazards. 6. However, in 2004, new studies were carried out where this information was refuted. 7. Today it is not so rare to hear that chromium is a carcinogen. However, we immediately note that in this case we are talking about hexavalent chromium, which in its properties significantly differs from trivalent. There is also a hypothesis that chromium picolinate causes gene mutations. Note that the results of scientific research confirming or refuting this theory have not yet been presented. In addition, such experiments have been carried out for more than a decade, so there was not enough time to obtain accurate data. We also note that the doses of the active substance for the test animals, as a rule, exceed the norms by several thousand times. It is unlikely that a person of sane mind would consume so many additives. As you can see, there is no evidence of the fact that chromium picolinate can cause irreparable harm to the body. However, the mechanisms of the useful action of this element are also not reliably known. It was found that trivalent chromium, which is part of picolinate, slows down the synthesis of glycated proteins that cause aging. However, I would like to remind once again that chromium can also be obtained from food. It is not at all necessary to swallow pills in handfuls if your goal is health and beauty. Besides, without changing the lifestyle in general, No miracle pills will help.